First, I would like to point out some things that not all people may know about the update. So with the winter update gone, the Slayer sword and gear has been removed with it. And so if you currently have any of the Slayer gear, it actually got buffed. And so the Slayer sword now will one-shot any player, no matter where you hit them, if the player is not wearing armor. If they are wearing armor, it will take 2 hits, but the first hit will bring them down to around like 10 to 25% of their health with one swing. Alright, now, so I'm just going to take some time and go over the major changes that happened during this update. So one of the first big changes is that the prices of almost everything have changed, and you can see that in the armory, certain things are actually cheaper than they are in the dealer. One of the new things they added is a pistol called the FNP45, which is only available to you if you have the Armory Game Pass. It's very good, coming with a suppressor, so people cannot hear you at long range, and it has a nice holographic sight to make shooting a little bit easier. And in the clips you can see it takes 3 shots to the head to down someone, and 4 shots to the body at close ranges. The next really big change is shotguns as a whole. I'm going to show all the shotguns in the upcoming clips. And so basically all the shotguns are now buffed in damage, decrease in price, and are honestly like really overpowered. They're probably going to be the most problematic part of the update, because like with the sawed-off shotgun, you can instantly down a fully kitted player if you land both of your shots on them, which is not that hard. And even if you don't, it only costs $550, so it's not like you're losing that much if you fail. They finally buffed the Mare, and the Mare can now one-shot down people to the head, and once you've downed a player, if you shoot them once more in the body, it will make them almost dead and they'll bleed out just after. They also made it so that the Mare doesn't have as much drop when shooting from range, and so it'll be a lot easier to hit shots. They also added an RPG, which is really powerful. It costs $9,000, so it's very expensive, but if you hit anyone with it, like, they're instantly dead, and anybody who's near where the rocket explodes will get launched over to the sides. And so all around, the rocket launcher is really strong. I'm not sure if it's really worth the price. We'll figure that out down the road. They added a new Game Pass weapon called the Nunchucks, and they sell for 500 Robux. They're definitely better than the Knuckle Dusters, and I'd say they're actually pretty annoying to fight against. They swing really fast, and they can down in 2 full combos. They added a new knife called the Rambo Knife, and it's pretty much like a bayonet, except it does a lot more damage per swing and swings a little bit slower. The Katana now costs $400, which is incredibly cheap, and paired with a Rage Potion, it's probably one of the most annoying combos. And I think it's honestly overpowered. It takes only 10 stamina per swing, and you can drop people in 3 swings. If you have armor, it takes 4 to 5. Katana is just really broken. The axe also got buffed too, and so now whenever you hit someone, it will break off their limb no matter where you hit. The Uzi got a buff, surprisingly. Its magazine capacity got increased from 17 to 30. It now shoots a little bit faster and does 1 more damage than it did before, but the price was increased to $1,400. What are my thoughts on the update? I think the update brought good things and bad things. Melee weapons were really underused before the update, so I think that the price reduction was actually really good. The decreasing stamina per swing was a good idea with some of the melee weapons, but they certainly took it too far on the Katana. The Katana is a melee weapon that, as most of you know, can 3-shot or even 1-shot a player, and now it only uses 10 stamina per swing. Additionally, you move really fast when you have the Katana, and if you combine it with a rage dose, you can pretty much almost take down full kits easily. Now on to shotguns. I think that before the update, shotguns were honestly very balanced. They weren't ridiculously overpowered, and they could one-shot people if you landed like all of your pellets. Now shotguns, I think, are way too overpowered. Especially the sawed-off shotgun, or some people call it the double barrel. It costs $550, and it can literally one-shot a player without armor, or two-tap a full-kitted player. And the fact that it costs $550 and can do that much damage, I think is really unbalanced. The meta is shifting towards shotguns only, and people just can sit inside of buildings and waiting for you with like a double barrel. They ambush you, you get downed instantly, and then you die. And there's honestly nothing you can do about it because you can't react to being one-shotted. I think that everyone who's complaining about the nunchucks and all the other melee weapons that aren't the katana, I think you guys just generally need to adapt to the game. I think it's a little bit annoying how they got buffed, but I don't think it's to the point where it's game breaking like the katana and the double barrel and the Ithaca are. So I think that can be left alone. It's just going to take time to adapt to those changes. But overall, if the double barrel and the katana rage combo isn't nerfed or toned down, it's just going to dominate Crim. And if they allow that stuff to go on, there's not really going to be a point in buying full kits anymore with like AKs, full armors, RPGs, because if you buy a full kit, what stops some random guy sitting on a roof from just dropping down next to you, two-tapping you with a double barrel, you get downed, and then nading your body? Or with the new damage changes, they can just shoot your body and then you'll die instantly. I think that a weapon buff that I forgot to talk about earlier, which is going to rise to the top, is the Magnum. The Magnum now doesn't have a trigger pull time, and so it can shoot instantly. And the Magnum downs players with one shot to the head and one shot to the body, or 3 body shots. And the Magnum is really good for range. It has more of a zoom when you use it. And I think that it's going to become one of the best weapons for people who have really good accuracy. So if you can aim like really well, definitely use the Magnum.